Hi, this is Jana and welcome to my kitchen. Today is Sunday at our house, but this is a good meal for any day, Monday through Sunday, Saturday through Sunday, whatever you do, Saturday through Sunday. That's funny. Okay, so now we've got some self-rising flour. Your local store will have self-rising. Of course, I like White Lily, but I don't think you can get it everywhere. But it's self-rising, and that's kind of important. And the other thing is it already has salt. It already has all of your baking powder, that kind of thing that's going to make it work. So you can get a small bag of it. You don't have to get the great big 5-pound bag. Okay, so that's that. And I'm going to add just a little bit of Nature's seasoning. It's by Morton. It's by all the salt, pepper, garlic, salt, all that. And I'm going to mix that in there. I've got behind me, my skillet is heating with olive oil. And first I'm going to dip the meat into the flour. And then I'm going to put it into buttermilk. Very important, buttermilk. And now I'm going to put it back in here. Into the self-rising flour, and I'm going to kind of press it on so it gets in all the crevices of the tenderized meat. Some places call it minute steak, some places call it cube steak. You can do this with pork too. So see, there's a nice coating on it, just like that. Press it in to get those crevices. I'm going to set it aside. Behind me I have olive oil heating, and I'm going to add some butter to it just as I'm ready to put these in. Now on this one, I'm going to show you something else you can do. If you like hot sauce, you can add that to the buttermilk, make it a little bit seasoned. You can't really taste it, but it just adds a little something, that umami, because of the vinegar and the pepper. My husband just came in, and the dogs are greeting him very sweetly and violently. LOL. And get another one. I'm trying to find some of them with the same thickness, because not all of them are created equal. Yeah, we have a sideways thunderstorm going on out there, a little severe thunderstorm. It's all right, we're good. We have a gas stove. If the lights go out, you'll know why. I hope not. Okay. And so just like that. And I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do all of these. And we'll be right back, and I'm going to show you how to fry them up. Okay, we're back. And I am just got these seasoned with the flour, buttermilk, flour. Now I'm getting ready to put them into my hot oil. So we're going to turn our camera in a few minutes, and I'm going to show you that. Be right back. Okay, I've got a hot skillet. I'm adding some olive oil, probably about a half a cup. And into that olive oil, I'm going to add a half a stick of butter, because butter helps it brown. Okay. And when you get these chicken fried steaks to this point, it's also, you can go ahead and put them in the refrigerator for a little bit too. And we're going to put them in here, and we're going to want to cook these all the way through, because they're not going to cook again. We're sad today. As a severe thunderstorm came through, as I told you in the beginning part of the video here. We had planted a dog tree 14 years ago, or 14 years ago, almost 6 years ago, when our 14-year-old golden retriever passed. And we planted it in the backyard, and it just blew over with the severe weather coming through. And that's sad. We'll plant another one. She's worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and brown these, and we'll be right back. I'm going to let them cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on the first side, and then I'm going to flip them when they're golden brown. You're going to want to watch it. You do want to move these around, or the breading's going to come off, and that's where a lot of people make a mistake. And so I'm just going to peek under there in a few minutes and see if they're ready, and that's when we'll come back to you. Okay, we are back, and you can see we're sizzling away here. I'm going to get so we don't splatter. There we go. Look at that chicken fried steak. I like a crisp on my chicken fried steak. I don't like a mushy. You always want to make sure it doesn't splash up when you flip them. So 2 spatulas, a knife in your spatula, whatever. Okay, so now we're going to let these cook for about another 3 minutes, and that was right at about 3 minutes with the temperature that I had. But temperature of my oil has to be hot. Doesn't want to be, you don't want it to be on high. You just want it to be on medium to medium high, enough to keep your oil bubbling, and you don't want them to burn. So, just watch them carefully. Everybody's stove's going to be different, so you want them just to be brown and crispy. So we'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay, I am removing these from the pan. I kind of peeked inside one to make sure it was cooked all the way through, and it was. And so I'm going to get this cleaned out a little bit, and we're going to come right back, and we are going to make some pan cream gravy. Okay, we're back. I had a room temperature stick of butter, and I stuck it in there, and it went, woof, it melted right away. So anyway, to our oil and to our drippings, still scraping a few off the side of the pan here, I have added a stick of butter, turned down the heat a little bit, and now I'm going to add some flour. I use Wondra. You can buy it right by the other flour because it makes a really creamy gravy. And so I'm adding some Wondra, but you can use any flour, to my pan. I just like the silkiness that flour. I don't know if it's hard flour, soft flour. I don't know what it is, but it sure makes a creamy gravy, the Wondra. And so I am cooking the flour into the oil, and I want to add enough. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit here. I'm going to add, because I don't want to burn it. No. And that's the other thing, is use control of your heat when you're cooking your chicken fried steaks, because you don't want to burn your pan. And see, we're cooking the oil to get it nice and brown. And I'm going to add some black pepper, because when you cook the flour, it doesn't taste raw. If you've ever made cream gravy and it doesn't taste right, it's because maybe you didn't get the flour cooked all the way. So now we're going to add some whole milk. I've got whole milk, but you can use any milk. Add some whole milk. That pan is hot from cooking those minute steaks. Chicken fried steak. Now I'm scraped the bottom a little bit with my spoon. I'm going to grab and change tools to a whisk. You can see the little bits of chicken fried steak in there. And you want to get all the flour off the side so it doesn't burn. You can see that's pretty thick because I'm making a big bunch of gravy. We are gravy lovers at this house. We're always like, pass the gravy. And then I'm going to add some salt. This butter has salt in it. And I've got mashed potatoes in behind me. I cooked those. Timing is everything with cooking. And so I knew that the potatoes were going to last the longest. And so I also, my daughter's favorite is a green bean casserole. So I also put a green bean casserole in the oven, and it just finished. And so timing is really important. So the first thing you'll want to do is, if you're going to have a side and have that ready, And then the next thing you're going to want to do is peel your potatoes and get those going. Because as you saw, it only takes maybe 10 minutes to make the chicken fried steaks, and that was 4 of them. Come in with my salt. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. I'm gonna add a little bit of nature seasoning, not much. It's kind of got the little bit of everything in it. I talk about this a lot on my videos. It's got parsley and garlic powder and onion powder and black pepper, a little bit of salt. And I'm going to turn my fire back up. I had turned it down when I was browning the butter because I didn't want to burn it, because I'm not going to be able to tell until it starts to come to a boil. So we'll be right back when this comes to a boil and we'll finish it up. Okay, welcome back. I had left my chicken fried steaks in the oven while I was making the gravy. So I'm just finishing up. We love a lot of black pepper in our cream gravy, so I'm adding a little bit more here at the end. What's cream gravy without black pepper, right? And I added a little bit of taste. It's called Long's Peak pork chop spice, but it's so good on chicken fried steak gravy. All right, we have a nice thick cream gravy. I'm gonna taste it here real quick. We go for just a pinch of sugar. If you get it a little too salty, you can always put in just a pinch or 2 of sugar. It's not too salty, but I always think that sugar also adds a little bit of just a something. There we go. I just shut off the burner there. Let me shut off my... There. Whew, quiet. Nice and quiet. I'm going to grab my... Forgot to grab that. So now I've got a plate. I already did my whipped potatoes. And so now I'm going to add my chicken fried steak. That'll be my husband's. See? Now I'm going to add some of the cream gravy over everything. Ooh, listen to that thunder. Oops, too much gravy. Is that too much gravy? I guess this one must be mine because it has a lot of gravy, and I like lots of gravy. I'm going to get some more potatoes here. I'll make this more his style. There we go. Put a little bit of cream gravy right in there and a little bit of gravy on the meat. Oops. And so here is chicken fried steak with whipped potatoes. Now I just have to go and put on some, right there's a nice little crispy. And go put on, I had put them in the oven so they cooked just another second. But there you go. And I'm going to have the recipe below the video in the description box. So please come back, please get the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and share with another chicken fried steak lover that you know.